We have Donald Trump Jr., who was in court again this morning. There he is. You hear the protesters chanting, "Crime family, crime family." And that is basically what these people are, a crime family, a very dumb crime family. The Gambozos, if you will. And Don Jr., he's so embarrassing. He's on the stand. He's testifying in this $250 million fraud trial, and he has to compliment. He said his father is an artist.
What's truly unsettling is how disconnected to reality seem to be unfolding at the same time. On one hand, Donald Trump presents himself publicly as a leader fighting for the American people. On the other, a growing number of reports, investigations, and public records have placed his sons at the center of what critics are calling one of the most troubling ethical controversies in modern U.S. politics. This isn't internet rumor or fringe speculation. Congressional committees, investigative journalists, and federal agencies have all raised questions about financial activity tied to the Trump family that is still developing right now. And yet, much of it barely breaks through the noise of mainstream coverage. That silence is part of why late night television has become an unexpected pressure point. Jimmy Kimmel, in particular, hasn't treated this as just another comedy target. Over the past year, his segments involving Donald Trump Jr. have grown sharper, more specific, and noticeably more pointed. What began as jokes about bravado, image, and online behavior slowly shifted toward questions about influence, access, and money. Back in September, one of Kimmel's segments went viral after he dissected Trump Jr.'s social media presence and public statements, pointing out contradictions and exaggerated claims. Millions saw it not just as mockery, but as commentary on someone who operates simultaneously as a businessman, political surrogate, an informal advisor to a sitting president. Then, months later, Kimmel revisited Trump Jr. again, this time drawing attention to footage and public appearances that sparked widespread discussion online. The tone changed. The jokes carried an edge. It was no longer just about personality. It was about responsibility. By late 2025, Kimmel escalated further, using a lengthy monologue to outline reporting that connected Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump to foreign business relationships, including ties to Saudi leadership. He referenced publicly reported financial ventures and raised questions about how influence, proximity to power, and global money intersect. One detail stood out: cryptocurrency. According to investigations reported by outlets such as the Financial Times and referenced in congressional materials, Trump-affiliated crypto ventures have grown at a staggering pace. These reports allege that Trump-linked entities accumulated massive valuations in a short period of time, with hundreds of millions generated through token sales and related activity. Importantly, these claims are framed as ongoing investigations and reported figures, not final legal conclusions. But the scale alone has drawn scrutiny, especially given Donald Trump's continued political role and public messaging. Kimmel laid this out plainly on air, and the response was immediate. Just after midnight, Donald Trump took to Truth Social, launching a furious attack on Kimmel, calling him talentless and demanding action against the network. The timing didn't go unnoticed. Critics pointed out that presidents rarely respond so aggressively to comedians, unless something strikes close to home, because that's the pattern people keep returning to. Jokes followed by rage. Questions followed by deflection. Scrutiny followed by attacks. At the center of it all is a broader concern whether political power, family influence, and emerging financial markets are colliding in ways that demand far more transparency than the public is currently getting. This story is still unfolding. Investigations are ongoing. Numbers continue to change. But one thing is clear: the reason comedians, journalists, and lawmakers keep pressing this issue is because the stakes are enormous, and when laughter triggers late-night presidential meltdowns, it's often because the punchline landed closer to the truth than anyone was comfortable admitting.